no sugar for 40 days and 40 nights. This is going to be a tough one. Okay guys, before we get into this, a couple of things have happened that you guys need to know that's happened to me. And one was incredible and the other was not. So the amazing thing was we had our first child, we had a baby girl, and the second thing, which was not great, was I lost my grandmother, who was an absolute cornerstone in my life and helped raise me, was an incredible... Okay, sorry about that. But yeah, it was a tough time. But during that time, I had an idea to do a weight loss series where I gained a little bit of weight so I could lose weight alongside you guys. Now, you know, if you've watched my videos in the past, I've managed to lose quite a lot of weight and then keep it off. But I was getting quite a lot of comments from people saying that they couldn't do it, they didn't know where to start. So the idea of this series was to gain some weight and then lose it alongside you guys. But with them two things happening, routine went out the window, and instead of me gaining a little bit of weight, I actually gained a lot of weight. Yeah, but tell you what, let me have a shave and a shower and I'll get back to you, because I think I'm looking a little bit haggard. I'll be back in 2 seconds. Okay, is that better? It feels better. Yeah, there we go. Okay, so that's the goal. Over the next 40 days and 40 nights for Lent, I'll be giving up sugar, which is insane. I think it's pretty much in everything. So I'm going to be a bit restricted as to what I can eat, but I'll be talking to you guys through the whole entire thing, the entirety of Lent. And again, it starts tomorrow. So Alexa, when does Lent start?
Lent begins tomorrow and ends on the 6th of April 2023.
So I'll throw up a picture now as how I'm looking, well, tomorrow. I'll take a picture tomorrow and we'll get all the stats on day one, and then we'll compare it with the end of Lent, and hopefully, fingers crossed, there'll be a big difference there. But I'm looking forward to it, but I also know it's going to be so tough. Okay, let's go. Okay guys, so here we are. Here's my stats on day one. Now there's quite a lot going on here, so let me just explain these numbers to you. Now obviously the weight is 301.8, which is quite a lot. As you can see there, I've actually managed somehow to lose 4 pounds this year already, but I think that's just a case of being more active in the last month. So I was actually up towards sort of like 306. But today is the first day of Lent, so it's 22nd February 2023, as you can see there. The weight is 301.8. My BMI currently sits at 44.7. My body fat percentage is 48.6. That's one of the things that I'm really going to be targeting to come down. Muscle mass is 147.2. Now I'm going to try as best I can to try and keep hold of as much of that as possible. Not sure how much I'm going to be able to keep hold of, but we'll see at the end. Another one that I'm a bit concerned about is the visceral fat level. To try and get that down would be really good. So the things in orange there, they're the ones that sort of I need to be targeting straight away. So you've got my weight, my BMI, body fat percentage, and my visceral fat level. These are all things that I'm going to want to change throughout this challenge. Now on the right hand side, I've highlighted one in particular, and that is my body fat percentage. I just really want to get that down. So that's why I've highlighted that on the right hand side, so you can see the different levels that it breaks into. So you've got your essential fats, your athletes, fitness, acceptable, overweight, and the excessive. And surprise, surprise, it's in the excessive bracket. But yeah, we'll see how we go. This is how I'm looking on day one, guys. Hopefully by the end of this, I'm going to be a little bit lighter. I'm not really setting myself a goal. I'm just going to give this everything that I have, and hopefully I come out the other side a little bit thinner. So that's that's the plan. All right, guys, let's get into it. Okay guys, so this was my first trip to the supermarket and it was pretty eventful, as you're about to see. Now the sugars are hiding in absolutely everything, so I just thought I'd let you guys know, like, there's 27 grams of sugars per 100 grams of product in that. And things like sauces as well that you don't really seem to think about, there's 23 grams per 100 in that. Things like sports drinks, which are normally targeted as quite healthy, there's a lot of sugars in these things as well. And one of the things that I found quite surprising is something that is specifically targeted as a healthy product, good for you. I mean, that's the whole marketing behind this product here. It's got an incredible amount of sugar in it, 27 grams of sugar per 100 grams. It's just mind-blowing. So as you can see here guys, at the end of the shop we actually managed to get loads of stuff in our basket. Okay guys, so we're about halfway through the challenge now. I'm feeling really good. One of the things that I did was I completely changed how I was eating. I came up with my own diet plan, and the first week was such a struggle. It was insane, but ever since I sort of really thought about what I was eating, like zero sugar, stuff that's going to fill me up, stuff that's going to taste nice, it's been an absolute game changer. And it's gotten a lot easier, and the challenge has actually gone on because of what I was eating and the plan that I was able to create. So it is getting a lot easier now. Another thing that I wanted to mention to you is in the mornings what I'm doing is I'm trying to get out and going for a little walk, especially on the days when I'm not working. If I'm just going to be at home, I like to go out and try and get maybe like 10,000 steps in. Just something to help as well, and there's a few exercises that I'm doing as well, but this is one of the main things. So I'm just out and I'm just trying to get 10,000 steps, so I think that's going to really help in the end. Now I feel like I have lost weight, but we've still got a little ways to go, but I think the results are going to be really good. I'm really looking forward to it. So yeah, fingers crossed. We've hit some really good numbers on the scales. Alright, peace. Okay guys, so we have made it till the end. Now what I've done is I've worn the exact same t-shirt that I was wearing right at the start all them weeks ago, and hopefully you can skip back and then see a little bit of a difference in my face. I do feel like maybe my face is a little bit thinner, but today is, Alexa, what's the date today?
Today is Sunday, April 9th.
Okay, so it's Easter Sunday today. I'm gonna have, you know what, actually maybe not. I think I might actually keep this going because I feel like the results have been really good, and you'll see in a minute. So today is the last day. Let's see how we got on. Okay guys, so this is how we were looking before. Remember, I was 301 pounds, and this is how we're looking now. So the results have been pretty insane. I've actually dropped 42 pounds. Now that is absolutely nuts. We're going to be breaking down these numbers in just a minute, but I know there's going to be a lot of people asking me exactly what I was eating to achieve this incredible result. And what I've done is I've created a 28-day sugar-free meal plan. If you want to grab that, I've left it linked down in the description down below, and there's also 10% off right now, and it's incredibly cheap anyway. It's $16, so that's about £12, so it's less than half a monthly gym membership. But if you want to check it out, I've linked it down in the description, and for the next month there's going to be 10% off. So let's break down some of these numbers. So I was starting at 301 pounds, nearly 302 pounds there, and I managed to get down to 259 pounds. So that's a loss of 42 pounds in 47 days. My BMI dropped from 44.7 down to 38.4. My body fat percentage went down from 48.6 down to 38.9, which is insane. But I think what is most surprising about this whole thing is, remember at the start of the video where I said I'm going to try and keep hold of as much muscle mass as I possibly can, but I'm not sure how much I'll be able to hold on to. Well, in reality, I've gained about 3 pounds of muscle and dropped about 42 pounds in weight, which is absolutely mind-blowing. And in that 28-day plan, I do tell you guys the exercises that I was doing to hold on to all of that muscle mass and actually gain 3 pounds of it, which is nuts. Again, the visceral fat levels went from 26 down to 20. Obviously still a hell of a long way to go, but I am going to be keeping this up and I'm going to be sticking with this just to see how far we can go, because I almost feel like, you know, it begins now really. I think from now for the next sort of 3, 4, 5, 6 months is where you're going to start to see them really insane changes, and that's what I'm going to be doing going forward. So make sure you subscribe to the channel to see those changes. But to drop 42 pounds in 47 days is absolutely mind-blowing. Again, the body fat percentage from 48 to 38, it's absolutely nuts, guys. Now, if I'm being completely honest, there was something else that I did alongside this to 10x my results. And if you want to know what that is, click this link on the left hand side. But apart from that, guys, I'm Steve. This is Life at the White House. I'll see you again in that one. Cheers, guys.